Vanakkam. Today, I am going to deal with a very special topic. That is the interactions that happens between UFOs, aliens, and humans. Okay? Many people say, I saw a UFO, I saw an alien. So, how do you categorize these interactions? So, this method was initiated by Dr. Alan Hynek, a well-known astronomer. He was also the scientific advisor for the United States Air Force Project Blue Book. Okay? He said the interactions between UFOs and humans are of three kinds: close encounters of the first kind, close encounters of the second kind, close encounters of the third kind. Dr. Alan Hynek stopped with close encounters of the first, second, and third kind. Later, UFO researchers added two more: close encounters of the fourth kind and fifth kind. Close encounters of the first kind means when somebody says, I saw a UFO. A person seeing UFO within 500 feet is close encounter of the first kind. In the last 80 years, more than 200 million people all over the world have reported seeing UFOs. A normal person saying, Sabir, I saw a UFO is one thing. When a retired police DGP says, I saw a UFO, that carries more weightage. When somebody sees a UFO, they take a picture or a video, or that UFO is recorded in the airport or fighter jet's radar, or when that UFO lands, and when it leaves, there is landing traces. This is called close encounters of the second kind because there is physical evidence. Okay? The best example is in 1980 in the Rendlesham Forest, which is near the Bentwaters Air Force Base. Triangle-shaped UFO landed in the forest. This UFO was seen by so many American soldiers, and even the deputy commander of that base. The commander was on leave. The deputy commander, Colonel Holt, saw the place where the UFO landed. It had left a trace, a landing evidence. And most important, the radiation level in that area was 10 times higher than normal. Close encounters of the third kind means a UFO lands and an alien comes out. People not only see the UFO, they also see aliens. This is called close encounters of the third kind. The best example, the most authenticated example is in 1964 in New Mexico state in America, in a town called Socorro, a police officer, Lonnie Zamero, he was chasing a criminal, and then suddenly he saw a bright light in the sky and he heard a noise. So he turned his car, he went to the place where he heard the sound. There he saw a egg-shaped UFO land. Okay, and next to that UFO there were two aliens around 3.5-4 feet in height, wearing white overall coat. The alien saw him and immediately got into their spaceship and left. Immediately another police officer came. He also saw the UFO leave the place, and the place where it landed there were trace evidence. And then, since there was the American Air Force Base nearby, military officers came, the FBI came, and even Dr. Alan Hynek also came. They inquired, and this was a very authentic, irrefutable incident. According to English dictionary, abduction means you kidnap or abduct somebody for a purpose, for a ransom or whatever demands, and then you release that person. That is called abduction. This is not abduction, this is alien interaction. Okay? Now aliens interact with thousands of humans all over the world. They take that individual to the spaceship and they do medical examination on him, and then they speak to him, they explain so many things. Basically, they warn about environmental degradation, possible nuclear war, global warming, climate change, and then they bring that person back to the place where they took him from. The only difference is this person does not remember anything. Later, he may have some dreams, or if he goes under hypnotic regression from a qualified psychiatrist who also has knowledge in ufology, then they will remember. Okay? The most important aspect is almost in 50% of the cases, the aliens actually cure that individual. When they do a medical examination and they find out that this person has some problems, some diseases, they cure it. In one case, a man had a tumor inside his brain. The doctor said, if I operate it, you will become paralyzed and you will die. Aliens took this man and they cured him with their medical technology. And in another case, in Spain, on many occasions, aliens visited a cancer hospital where There were children who were dying of cancer. Within a week or so, they were about to die. They were in a terminal stage. Small children, 6, 7, 8 years old. And aliens cured them and left. So this clearly shows that they don't have any hostile intention. This is close encounters of the fourth kind. Now, close encounters of the fifth kind means aliens come and interact with the person, but they do not wipe his memory. This person remembers everything. Almost 99% he remembers everything what happened. They come, they talk to him, they take him, they show him many things, and then they leave him back. They do that. Okay? This is close encounters of the fifth kind. So many amongst you have gone through this close encounters of the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth kind. But just because somebody comes and tells us, I saw a UFO, I saw an alien, he took me, we are not going to believe him blindly. Okay, there are so many ways to cross-verify a story, corroborative evidence and other things. And after doing all these things only, genuine UFO researchers who have spent decades studying this subject, will accept that this is a genuine contactee. The close encounters of the fifth kind person is known as a contactee because he is contacted by the aliens, okay, and he remembers everything. If any of you had such experiences, you can always share that information with me. Okay, if it is real, I will give you a proper diagnosis. But of course, all the information will be kept very confidential. Unless you permit, your name will not be revealed. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Please share it with your friends. We'll meet again. We will talk again.